Hello, Poly Champions. We're live, guys. How do we feel today? Everyone got real shy all of a sudden, huh?
No, I just hate you.
Oh, gotcha. Anyways, we've got a bullet today. Our usual host, eSpark, is busy. More busy than me, even. And I'm playing a Polytopia tournament right now while commentating. So, it's going to be me. I know funny. What does eSpark say? Hello, I'm eSpark. Poly Champions. I am a junior player on the Huskies, team leader of the Arctic Wolves. So I should say the same. I'm a pro player on the Kraken, team leader of the Kraken. Ow. Now we should have people starting their games right now, this second. We've given them a 15-minute, 10-minute head start. Told them, hello, start streaming your games right now or simply perish. Unfortunately, the people cannot comprehend these simple instructions. This is an indictment of the Bullet player base.
3 minutes. 3 minutes, the first game will start in this channel.
This is terrible. This is awful.
Who made that thumbnail, by the way, on the stream?
I'm actually not sure who made that. Anyways, this stream is going to be all about Polytopia gameplay, but also just something you can have as a background tab and listen to our voices. Not so much for the words we say, but pretend we're speaking a foreign language that you don't understand. You just like the sound of our voices that much that you would keep watching. Hello, Drake. Josh. How are you today?
Hello.
Drake Josh is one of the members
You're a
of our
great
YouTube
streamer, you know.
I'm
That
a
would be
fantastic
really
streamer,
funny.
the number one.
If I get a buy on the first round, that'd be crazy because this
We're gonna, you know what? Just for that day, Cloud, we're gonna interject some personality in the commentary. I'm gonna watch all of your games, okay, and I'm going to say mean things about your gameplay the entire time. Like, wow, I can't believe he missed the warrior on turn 8.
Shut up.
And then you're gonna pest more about that for the entire turn for missing that
I'm
one.
starting a petition to ban, from hosting the stream ever again.
I'm gonna start.
You can start a petition, but you can't do anything. Petitions will do nothing.
You know,
I'm much more powerful than you could
I'm gonna
possibly
go deafen
imagine.
myself now because we're about to play, I think.
He gives Midgeon money from the disabled. Okay.
Yeah, the gold pile, or
The gold
so
pile.
it says.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
legend. Oh, Mimes is deafened. Wait, is he?
No.
Unfortunately. No, Mimes is
so
deafened.
Asava and I are starting our game. Should we stream, you know?
No.
Oh, he's streaming. Let's go. If only Mimes weren't deafened, then he could see hear about the chat. Hear about them saying, you know, best streamer. Thank you, Joe Smith. You've touched me.
Hey,
Not in a
yo.
creepy way.
Okay.
Leave it up to
yo.
Daycloud to make it terrible.
No. You're terrible. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm also the best streamer. Wait a second.
Yeah. You think
I'm starting to connect the dots here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Robbie is gone. Let's go.
Oh. Wonderful. I have no clue where to put this. We're gonna put it down here. It'll say bullet. You can't see the full graphic, I don't think, but that's okay sometimes.
I want to see what this stream looks like. Poly Champions.
What's the map type? I am reading your rules and I cannot find it.
Yeah, the map type for bullet is always tiny drylands.
Ah, okay.
we've got some. They're starting the games. Yes, round 1 we're going to be playing Zabasi, everyone. Or if a player doesn't have Zabasi, we have Omaji as our free alternative. You know, just allow everyone to play. Oh,
Crazy.
ooh, skin versus non-skin game already. Now this is kind of crazy with Mimes having the 4 farms. His construction windmill spot is blocked off by that one forest. A little unfortunate, but by any means it's much better than this a very mountainous, rugged spawn that our Mr. Lamp player has. Mr. Lamp is from the old school. Now you see that kind of flicker technique from the older players. Around just over a year or so ago, they updated the game so that score automatically updates every while this stuff is happening. You don't have to flicker it on and off. It used to be the case that you would have to leave the score menu, then come back to it to see if it had changed. So you'll see some of the older players flick through the menu like that. But yeah, he's trying to do some active score counting and see what his opponent is doing, cooking up for the clouds. It's kind of interesting watching him go for the triple warrior opening. A lot of the time you'll see people rather go for the rider as their third unit, just a turn later. It does lock them into getting riding as their first tech, but usually that's not a problem. He does see a ruin over here, so they're going to be fighting over that. And okay, now with Mimes, he got a little greedy. He saw the other Zabasi terrain down there, and he didn't want to send both of his units down. Oh, he's getting a rider though. Yeah, he should be fine. As long as he doesn't step on the ruin first. Because then that forest will block that tile. Wow. I gotta. Now the question is, do I like flame back or do I just be professional?
No, you just take it because you suck.
I think that's called being professional, right?
No, it's just you suck, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Anyways,
sorry for your
Mimes
loss.
is fortunate enough that his rider isn't going to be blocked by that forest, and he is going to be able to actually pick up a kill down here, one that Mr. Lamp will not be able to respond to. Roads are a lot more expensive now. Oh, he's gonna step on the ruin. Okay, just see what's down there. Yeah, get vision. Solid. Now he is kind of hurting for population with the level 2 capital. He really would like to train another unit there, but it's the population capped right now until that warrior that's exploring in the north. Oh, nice, he gets a lighthouse. Yeah, he doesn't have to wait for that to capture the city. Now he just, no-brainer upgrade. 5 stars in, gets 5 stars back on the upgrade. Then he can go ahead, pick up another unit on his capital as well. So yeah, Mr. Lamp can set up a siege here with his warriors, like that. Now, even after he captures and gets the defense bonus, a full health warrior will kill that. The only thing is, Mimes should have the units to unsiege now. Yep, he's gonna go ahead and take out that unit. Make more riders. Okay, make sure you get the very nicely placed rider. It was a little aggressive, but there was nothing Mr. Lamp could do about it. Yeah, well, he wouldn't have even needed to upgrade or get the lighthouse. Yeah, he gets rid of the pop cap when he captures the city. So he was fine, even without the lighthouse. Oh! That's... okay. Now this is actually a big problem for him because of that rider there. He was going to use his rider on that city to zone of control and block the siege, but now with that rider there, he can rider, kill, bounce out, and then siege with the 10 health. And now he does, because of that explorer deck, he doesn't have the stars for another unit on his capital. So he ended up blundering that city. That's very painful, for sure. Of course, it's not over for Mimes. He just needs to get one more lighthouse, and that's enough population on his capital for a giant. Sends the giant down south, and he should be fine. Unfortunately, though, he is also giving up this ruin here. Mr. Lampside, it's definitely... I mean, it's going to be 3 cities against 2, but his cities aren't very good at pumping out giants. Giants are very good on tiny maps. You can't really out-expand your opponent and just spam a bunch of units at them when you only have so many villages. Like, they've already done all their expansion that you're really going to see. There's like one more village to grab up in the north. Oh, we're seeing it turn to daytime for Mimes. Yeah, it would be nice if he could set it... You're trying to focus all those kills on the same one unit there, which is nice. The only problem is his warrior is going to die before it can veteran. I also think it was perhaps a mistake to heal there with that rider instead of move it north, and now it can't grab the lighthouse up there and get him a giant this next turn. I think if he grab the giant with the 2 farms, which he has stars for, then puts his Park of Fortune on his second city in the west, like takes 5 stars back, can grab like a warrior, a unit as he sees fit on that second city, or just upgrade his north one for workshop. Oh, I didn't even catch it. Yeah, Mr. Lamp bought roads. Quite expensive. Something you might see a lot of the older school players doing, but... Yeah, he's gonna upgrade his cities with roads. Makes perfect sense. He wants the extra mobility. He can't really tech into giants, so he's just going to try to make the most out of the riders he has. Try to play aggressively, take more cities from Mimes. We'll see how Mimes responds. He's putting his rider in range of that warrior on a road. Very dangerous, but it is in the fog. At least his opponent's fog. Mr. Lamp can't see that rider there. He's gonna get the first half of it, and this warrior, I'm sure, is going to grab that lighthouse. Oh, he gets border growth instead. Interesting. That's another way to get a giant for sure. It doesn't need the north lighthouse. Yeah, he did see him walk into the fog though, so it seems like he's going to end up losing this city. I don't see him picking up roads or anything. Oh, he's gonna lose his capital too. If he can... Yep, he gets vision on the capital. Nope, that's good games. That's the classic Rider Roads gameplay. That's why roads are 3 stars now. Sorry all the ad mains, but... Alright, let's go check out another game. Already in progress. Fantastic stream, by the way. Oh, did he just resign? Ha! Or is he just coming back now? No, okay, it looks like Mr. Ice P won this one. Well, this game should just be starting now. Let's go just check out this stream. I care about you all. Don't worry. Don't worry. What's going on here? Oh, Vouchful is just waiting for Ninja Boy to accept the game. Yes, as we see here, accept the game. Smiley face. Drake, I think you've got wonderful imagination. Oh, that's why. I see. We've lost our stream a little bit. Not quite enough, though. Not gone forever. Just gone a little bit. Got another fantastic farmy Zabasi craziness here. 4 whole farms. What are you even doing with that? It's especially good, Zabasi, to have this kind of stuff. It's a ton of population right off the bat if you get lucky with your spawn on your capital. With the new update with lighthouses, it's a lot easier to get capital population, get that first giant. Like we already talked about, the first giant's huge. I mean, it would have been the difference between Mimes winning and losing that last game we just saw. If he'd gotten the lighthouse and giant earlier, that rider bounce wouldn't have taken him out. We're gonna see another triple warrior start instead of riders. A lot of players may be more apprehensive to go riders on such a small map. Before, 2-star roads probably would have been a no-brainer. We've seen a ton of bullet VCs in the past. Go check those out. Subtle plug. Alright. Now, all you've got to do is set up the siege here. Yep, just walk that into range. Move your other warrior. Smack it once. Then after the capture, go ahead and siege. There's thought happening. Where to move it, perhaps? Where did it come from? I would perhaps move it northwest. That's a very aggressive placement. Maybe they're expecting that their opponent won't simply capture the city. That's still, yeah. I mean, either way you slice it. I mean, basically Ninja Boy has 2 options here. 1, capture the city and have the 2 units that you need to unsiege. Or 2, go ahead and just kill it. Yeah, this is why northwest was what I was thinking instead of north. If it had moved to that entire west of the city where there are no farms, just that warrior would not have killed it, Very illustrative tactic. Oh man, I've got another game starting in my tournament, unfortunately. I'll provide the best commentary I can, or at least I'll keep gabbing. Yes, it's very likely that Ninja Boy has the units in range for an unsiege here. Okay, we're going to go see riders picked up here. Perhaps. Yes. Not going to go for the siege. Interesting. Even if you don't think that the siege would hold, you'd think that trading down, like killing their warrior and getting the denial of income on the siege would have been worth it. But just trying to expand out and find something else. The kinds of plays you can see in the first rounds of the bullet. Bold, innovative new strategies. I'm seeing a play with a rider bounce onto that west city. Killed the 2 warriors. Another warrior just walks on there. Yeah, without the second village as a foothold, when you're only limited to your level 2 capital, you can only train 3 units. It's very difficult to make anything happen. I mean, like, Ninja Boy has 4 units that who are we watching? Our V player can even see total, period. Makes it real tough for them to make anything happen when they're just getting outgunned like this. So playing careful in the opening, making sure that you can grab those other villages, very important, very instructive game right here. Yeah, now, and you see that during all these trades, when the player watching, when their units are getting killed, Ninja Boy isn't actually losing any of their units. They're losing 5 health on one of their units, and the other is perfectly fine. They can just heal that off later, too. And that's what makes it very valuable to have just more units. That's the strength of numbers. Now we're seeing Ninja Boy setting up a siege on this capital here. He's going for it. Got the 2 warriors and the rider in range. A warrior there will die to, even with the defense boost, even from full health, die to 3 attacks. Even if this rider hits a warrior, makes it very difficult for them to move forward. But they gotta find a play. They are limited on time. They're gonna go for a wall. Okay, I think they might just get the capital taken here. They have to not train a single unit if they want to defend right now, which seems like it's delaying the inevitable. In my professional opinion. Professional. Looking at it, thinking about it. Yeah, the warrior comes up. So now I think it's an easy siege for Ninja Boy, and I think that's going to be the end of the game. Well, who knows what Ninja Boy is thinking about? Who knows what Ninja Boy can even see? Trying to think about blocking, perhaps, with the rider. The optimal placement of these units. Yeah, that's a sudden cap siege. We're seeing in a lot of these Zabasi games. And if the players aren't resigning, why don't we just stick around here until we see that capital capture? You know, hear those sweet sounds. Well, we're going to be hearing the defeat sounds, so maybe not so sweet from this perspective. Yeah, there is nothing to be done about this. Ninja Boy will capture any second now. Yep. Alright, that's what a Zabasi game can look like. That's crazy. This is insane. Wait, Finite streaming. Finite, you already won?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I put the replay in here. In the thing.
I can actually watch that.
It's just a couple turns, yeah.
It's only a couple turns, but what happened in a couple of turns?
We just fought over the center village. We traded a couple of riders back and forth, and then he surrendered when I got it.
I see. Well, unfortunately for all of our players who have, of course, it's all bad luck to lose in the first round, of course. Well, actually, to ever lose a game of Polytopia, it's only ever bad luck. I don't think anyone's ever won on skill, ever.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. But fortunately for our players who had, lost the coin flip, they still continue on in the tournament, in the lockout bracket. It is a double elimination tournament, so there's still hope for all of them.
He tried to go for greedy rider, and I don't know why he tried to do that.
Could you replay that real quick? Because the stream didn't actually capture any of it. There's a little bit
Yeah,
of
sure.
delay.
Am I still streaming? Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Now walk us through it.
All right, we both are just walking, looking for villages. I found one in the center. He found nothing. I have to make sure to keep my other warrior in range here. That's really important because of that. So my warrior's still in range, so we can do that. And then we trade back and forth a little bit. I think he gets nervous and tries to go for the ruin in the village, which means I killed 2 units. Now he can't kill my rider. Yeah.
Yeah, very fast game. All of
Yeah.
those Abasi games we've seen have been very fast, explosive, and decisive.
Just like whoever wins the first village.
Yeah, I can see why so many people enjoy this for Bullet. Very exciting tribe.
There we go.
Alright,
Yeah.
thank you for showing us that.
Of course. We'll see what's going on next.
God. Great. Oh, you got the giant versus the army of swordsmen and roads. Swordsmen's? Very strange plural. You'll have to forgive me for that one. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. My bad, guys. Okay, now both players are deafened and they can't actually hear me. That's a... Don't you love it when your explorers do that? They just, like, dance around the lighthouses. Yeah, he sees a giant, he sees, you know, down city. Yeah, he doesn't want to play it on. Very unfortunate. Hopefully we'll be back in time for some round 2 games. What about this one? Coin, he'll help us. Surely Coin's game will go on for a long time here. This game looks kind of crazy. It's got his own coin. Yes, both players are deafened. This is wonderful. I can commentate. Got a wild position here. Both players got the giants going. Multiple giants from both players. The thing is, Gato Azul, our teal player, they've got a little more, you know, a little better benefit from the city count, let's say. Now they have twice the number of cities. They have 4 cities against 2. And I don't know how to, like, I don't know who I would need to communicate this to, but 4 is in fact greater than 2. If you have a choice between the two, generally, you know, you'd pick 4 cities. It's an advanced technique. I don't know if I should tell you guys about that too much. Anyways, the thing is, you got this brilliant attack on the capital. It doesn't matter how many cities you have. If you're losing your capital, that's game over. So The important thing here for Coin is that he needs to get this giant to siege. If the one giant can siege, the 140 health giant, even though that giant's there are 2 against 2, it only has to survive 1 turn and capture that capital. So can you make it happen? Okay, that's unfortunate. That's not right. I don't know what to say about that. That makes things difficult for Coin. He's our underdog player, you know. He's like the point of view. We're supposed to be rooting for him, no matter what. Come on, Coin. Let's go. He's gonna make something happen despite the odds. Yeah, it looks like he already has his killer monument. Are there any spicy tactics he can find here to deal damage? He is dealing more damage just because he's the first to attack. That's something important to note, important to take note of for your future games too. This 40 health giant is going to do a lot of damage, but can only attack one of these giants. Yeah, we're going to see it traded down. So that 40 health has taken some damage, and then Coin's going to use his warriors and stuff to take down this other giant. He's basically going to have gotten 3 giants for the price of 2 of his own. The only problem is his attack on that capital has dissipated, and the longer this game goes on where he's down 2 cities, the less likely he is to win at all. But there are those of us who still believe firmly. Okay, I mean, with the Eye of God and another giant coming in the middle, I don't know if I believe firmly anymore. Folks, you can see me give up in real time, actually. I mean, it's not impossible. It's certainly not impossible. Yeah, even if after like trading down these giants in the south, liquidating everything, he just, I mean, with the creation of another one, it's just, he does have 30 stars, but he's just gotta move. Ooh, that rider's not making it. I think we're watching. I don't even know what to describe it. Like it's just horribly painful, you know. We're watching Rocky just get beat down. Imagine if like he lost the match, but not only did he lose the match, he also didn't even win the crowd. It's like that, but like, you know, 10 times worse actually. Like, imagine something bad, okay? But imagine that it was worse. Now you're starting to understand. Now I do hate to be like that guy, but I just can't like sit by and watch like the painful blood loss. I just want kind of like give him mercy, just like there's a point in time where it's okay to resign. It is double elimination. He does still have a chance in the tournament. It's okay at some point to say that the game didn't go your way and just brush it off. Head on to the next round. Head held high. Well, I do appreciate that he's giving me footage because I really don't want to be looking for another game right now. Very strange that people are so reticent to speak with me today. This is unusual. But not that crazy. Is he looking for Houdinis? He doesn't have the population on that city. Can I see it? No, yeah, he's got the 2 animals. Get it, get it, get it. Get the giant. Go, go, go. Yeah! 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 Okay. I detected a little bit of peeking there. Okay, yeah. He's gonna stay. Oh, no, he's not gonna stay. That's me. That's crazy. Guys, look. It's me. I'm kidding. A valiantly fought coin. Oh, shoot. Finite's playing. Round 2. Oh, I think that prediction about Hoodrick winning was right. Wait, I think it's happening. Is this the Hoodrick winning moment we've all been waiting for?
I know. I also made a prediction for Hoodrick to lose. I think I'll also be right.
Alright, so we do have Ninja Boy stream. We do not have Finite stream. Very unfortunate. But you know what they say, you gotta make do sometimes. This is an incredible number of archers. I've never seen such a number. Like, I don't think I can count that high. I think I've counted to like, 1 before, maybe 2. But when the numbers start getting like this high, like honestly, in my opinion, that's when I knew that they were just like making them up as they went along. But there wasn't like really a plan or anything for it. I was like, dude, no, I don't think that's real, really. Like, that's just kind of ridiculous. Okay, so they have met before. Makes sense considering the number of archers on display. It's usually the sign of a Hoodrick player panicking. And they start training nothing but archers. They're like, warrior can't shoot far. Archer will defend me. But that's the problem. That's the trap, right? Because archers do not have the good defenses of warriors, especially warriors on forest tiles with defense bonuses. So you gotta, like, remind yourself of that sometimes. You gotta tell yourself to stay cool, to keep calm, to not panic, because there's nothing cool about someone panicking. Well, there's something a little cool about it.
I mean, if looking Archer was actually kind of a smart play, but I still don't like how he's only trying Archers here.
You want to have that mixed unit, the diverse spread of
Yeah.
units.
I mean, I think Archer on Cap actually was the right play there, but like,
Oh, we're talking about things in a general sense.
yeah.
Well, at least I am. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. I
If he gets a source in here, it's game over. I mean, on
in
the other
center,
ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be over though. Finite's a smart guy. He's got a big, large brain.
But Ninja Boy would have to like really screw up to lose that one. Lose that situation.
It would be tricky, but certainly possible.
I suppose.
Well, I hope you should. Yeah, that's the first rule of commentary. You know, the game's never over. If the players haven't resigned, like, yeah, of course there's a good reason for it. I would never say that a player should just resign in a match. That would be that'd be ridiculous. Now, Finite's got these nice tactics. He got his warrior killed, but every time you move your own units in, that's the thing with Hoodrick, you know. They just retaliate, and they retaliate stronger. They're a very aggressive tribe. When you push in, you have to be very sure about your ability to finish the job. And the job might be sacrificing a ton of your units so that you can get one city guaranteed to yourself. The job might be something else. But whatever it is, you gotta go all the way.
Yes. I'm surprised that we didn't make a play with the warrior to potentially knock the archer off the village if he goes on this turn. I don't know if Finite will though. But yeah, he does not.
Sometimes people are apprehensive to make these kinds of plays.
Yeah.
A little bit of apprehension is safe, secure, some might describe it. Or, as some of the our saddening chat room, you know, it brings a tear to my eye, but like describe it as just boring.
I expect
No, I'm
Finite to
kidding.
be stuck with 2 villages of the entire game, which is not good.
Yeah, and when you say that, of course, if he does ever get a 3rd village, that means it's
Yes.
game over for Ninja Boy. Is what we're trying to say.
Of course. Because I think Ninja Boy will eventually get a center village. Obviously, it might take a little bit, but he can just overpower him.
Absolutely. Got like a cannon of a cough going on. Just
Sorry. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. It's just absolutely like the destructive power of that thing. I don't know. I'm impressed. I just wasn't ready for it. Is all.
Yeah. So with Park of Fortune, we can actually produce 3 giant hospital, which is scary for Finite.
Absolutely. A rather devious plan, too, if I may say so. Not to be, you know, hysterical or anything, but...
Yeah.
Finite's decided it's not
No,
worth
it's just
it.
Finite just drew an unfortunate hand in this game. There wasn't much he could have done. Ninja Boy just wasn't really screwing up his position.
Another victory for the Russians. Well played, Ninja Boy. Yes. Finally, it's going our way. Yes, everyone is deafened in this one. And this is Mr. Lamp, who we saw deliver that kind of devastating Zabasi game 1 against Mimes. We're checking out again, turn 0 against Gato Azul. Gato Azul should be skipping turn 0 as host, but they haven't, flagrantly disregarding the rules for Bullet Tournament. Maybe someone should do something about that. This is very interesting. I'm getting connecting to server at the exact same moment that it's popping up on their stream. It seems that there's a problem with servers generally at the moment. Which is unfortunate for anyone hoping to play a game of Polytopia right now. Certainly. But perhaps I should step in as Bullet Director and tell them that they really, really, really should fix that whole not skipping turn 0 thing. Yeah, no, Mr. Lamp's already on it. He's already said that. What a guy. Don't worry about the resign. They're just restarting the game after a little error was committed. A little foul on one side. One team decided that they were just better than the others, that they were just better than the rules. They didn't have to play the way anyone else told them to. And that they wouldn't. They couldn't bring themselves. But we've straightened them out, we've brought them into line. We're bringing them back in to bullet rules. After all this time. There's nothing to worry about. It's all perfectly under control. Don't worry. Haha. As a certain pug player might say. Smiley face. Oh, the old style of score counting. Playing it very safe with his archer. Moving his warrior to the center. The warrior, the more defensive unit, of course. The archer around the edge. Classic Hoodrick bullet strategy. And we're seeing that Gato Azul has picked up a tech before village capture. It's pretty early. Sooner than you really need to commit, but not exactly wrong. I'm sure going to see hunting here. Yes. Natural choice for Hoodrick. You gotta get that second city, you gotta get those level 2 upgrades. An archer would be really nice here to make sure that he doesn't get kicked off the center city. He's seeing the score counting, he's seeing his opponent not having captured a second city and expecting this with the archer to accompany it. He's a smart player, what can I say? He's been around. He's seen a lot. He knows a lot. Well versed in this kind of thing. Yeah, after this interaction, he has given up the level 2 upgrade for a little bit, but he is up a city. And that's a really good launching off point for him to just train more units and then start winning these other cities by force. As well as just pushing for, yep, that ruin, which he can grab right now, but not a turn later. And sitting in the east should be his forever. It is kind of worrying to see the lumber huts already popping up from his opponent, but with the recent nerf to the forestry branch, the 3-star lumber huts, as well as the fact that giants aren't all too menacing when they're so far away and you have archers. All he really needs to do to counter the giant is shoot it a bunch and get his own giants. It's only when a giant is properly supported with the right number of archers from the opponent that they're truly terrifying. And from one city, that should be very difficult for Gato Azul to manage. And he keeps deciding turn after turn. No need to grab the ruin yet. A lot of players would be blinded by their greed and end up taking the sailing ruin and losing the game. Some very smart plays from Mr. Lamp. He's going to go ahead, keep his archer on the unit. What? His archer on the ruin, as long as he can manage it. This might be the turn that forces him. It's going to be difficult to reach any of those archers down there without moving his own archers into this kind of critical space where they're in danger to the capital archer. Yeah. That's one of the ruins you'd rather not end up getting. Certainly better than... Okay, the South Lighthouse is a very nice thing for him to get. Yeah, certainly better than sailing, but... I think he can just go ahead, step down on the forest, promote. Yeah, just so he can farm another kill here without his own archer dying on the next turn. And that's the double-edged thing about having moved south. So you're going to chop everything on his capital. Yep, everything that's unnecessary for that level 3 upgrade is gone. That level 3 upgrade is very nice. It's going to allow him to pick up another unit on the next turn. So also, of course, you know, the extra income. Forestry is kind of a necessity for him at this point in the game anyways. Yeah, it is 2 cities against 2. Lamp's got some problems to work out here. Like, how's he going to manage to grab this east city now, with all being swarmed by all these archers that he has to keep in check? That was a really aggressive play, moving that archer down there. It's certainly going to get killed on the next turn. I think that our point of view Lamp can even take that center city now. Yeah, it isn't really... Polytopia in a 1v1 is a zero-sum game. In an FFA, you might be much more focused on building up your position. Doesn't really matter so much if you kill one opponent and then immediately get killed yourself. But in a 1v1, it's very much a zero-sum game. Everything that you do, it doesn't really matter if, like, you know, it's turn 9 and you don't have a giant or anything, so long as your opponent doesn't either. All you really need to be interested in is taking out your opponent, or at least doing better than they are. It's kind of crazy going for that. He can, yeah, definitely afford 2 archers still after that. So there's no real reason for him not to. The archer wasn't strictly necessary on the east city. This is a crazy number of archers that Goda was pulling out. Where are they coming from? Oh yeah, but it's certainly helpful. I'm just wondering when he had time to get all these archers in range from the fog. Like, line up this warrior. I'm sure there's a warrior on that second city. I was trying to estimate if that'll kill. Doesn't want to bust out the polycalc, I'm sure. I think that pause might have been him actually just running the polycalc to make sure that killed. Special reminder, Poly Champions, the bullet tournament is brought to you by JD and the Polycalculator. What can you do with the Polycalculator? A lot of people say, "Oh, Polycalculator's dead. You could just." I'm sorry for like insinuating that people with opinions I disagree with would speak in such a manner, but I don't know. It is kind of true. It's just, I mean, you can't hate me if I'm right. Hopefully. But there's been the common misconception, yes, that the Polycalculator's time was in the past, in a version of the game before you could see that what a unit would do. Like before the sweat marks, before the skulls would pop up. However, this is not the case, because you have to be in range for it to even work in the first place, and it only shows you the first step. For example, there, he could see the first step of it, that the 6 health archer would take the other one down by like 3 hit points, and the other would do 5 at the current health level, which would only be 8 out of its 9 hit points. But it can't tell you that they will combine to actually do 9 damage and kill it. You know what will? That's right, Polycalculator, baby. That's why we love JD. That's why we sell our souls for JD. That's why we do whatever he tells us to. And Mr. Lamp's going to have his Killer Monument coming up here. It's another thing. The Killer Monument's fantastic for breaking these kinds of stalemate positions, where both sides are just kind of like running around with the low health units. I'm just trying to like spam the board with that, and that's where like most or if not all of their income is going. What's very nice about the Killer Monument is that you know, you get 10 kills in, and then you finally have something to break that, you know, get your giant going. Fortunately, Mr. Lamp did not quite have the sawmill setups that Goda did. It didn't help that he chopped on his capital, but it wasn't really going to help him out getting a giant either. Not too much anyways. His giant was going to come from his second city one way or another. But seeing his opponent already have math is definitely very rough. Yeah, I mean the math is, and getting border growth there is, I mean the catapult's kind of a little overkill in my opinion. Probably just go for the 2 giants first and maybe support of catapults after, or get like riding roads just to give them the mobility. Once you have like the 2 level 5 cities, stars aren't as much of an object anymore. It's not going to be make or break your position. But yeah, Mr. Lamp's got quite the issue. He was able to get like fight for some space. This west city might be falling depending on, yeah, climbing. Just a question of if he had vision there, and he did, which is something he probably could have predicted considering the explorer on that second city. This is kind of crazy. Meister is master in English, not mister. What is my guy yammering about? What? Bzz. I'm gonna pick up math before the next city. I mean, math's gonna be nice for him. Not really nice for him so much as required for him. Yeah, looks like he's eyeing up border growth on the second city. No. Where is he planning on getting? Yeah, I guess he's gonna have to get border growth on his third city where he just placed that killer monument. I guess the sawmill's gonna go north for that level 5 spot. Sensible. Not sure what that archer is doing so far in. You could have retreated it. Or at least not pushed it further than it was. Is he hoping to pick up the lighthouse in 2 turns with it? Bold. Bold. Very surprised that we still haven't seen the giant yet from Goda. I mean, like, the border growth is, you know, scary because it threatens a giant's coming. Border growth without a giant really isn't much of anything at all. And the catapult isn't really doing anything against the archers either. They're in a situation, neither of them can, like, move into each other. The catapult moves forward, the archer takes it down to 1 health. The archer moves forward, the catapult kills it. But that was basically the situation they had with archers already. It'll be very funny to see, I mean, like, Master Lamp, he's got a real big problem here. Getting his giant up. He's gonna have to spend 11 stars, 6 stars for the 2 lumber huts, and then the sawmill up north there. Get border growth on that city. Then he has to spend another 8 stars to go from border growth to actually getting the giant on that south city. Once he has that, though, he can get like a second giant on his second city. Sawmill will get him free population once he gets the lumber hut there. The Park of Fortune. But that is still quite considerable number of stars. 11, 16, 8. Yeah, he's gotta have 24 stars for that. He's getting border growth again. If I don't see a giant with this, I'm not actually gonna do anything. I'll just be tut-tutting. I guess it's time to tut-tut-tut again. I wasn't ready for that. I mean, it does cost him, what, 5 stars less than Border Growth would have for getting his giant. The only thing is, how's he going to get a giant on his second city now? It's faster. No, it's not faster. He could have just chopped 2 forests after getting Border Growth and he would have gotten the giant the same turn. I mean, you can use the Park of Fortune plus Sawmill to get Border Growth on the east city there. Or on his capital, too. I guess he just really wanted that archer now. But I think that's kind of incredible that he was able to get his giant first. I mean, like, I don't know, this is something you'll see with a lot of players. Like, Border Growth at all costs. To what end? Like, are you even getting a second giant if you're not even getting a first? You've just put yourself at a... Like, you're not getting your giant forever? And for what? Yeah, I mean, he's just completely turned it around, just absolutely dominated the map. Like, the entire purpose of his plan was to end up ahead of City. But I think Goda as well had counterplay in getting the giant, like, the better economy, taking into riders' roads, getting extra mobility to move around the archer wall that Mr. Link was creating. But, I mean, again, no giant, what's the point? The giant isn't just, you know, a good unit that gets shredded by archers. The giant's also the extra income on your capital, the Park of Fortune that gets you another city upgrade. Helps you start teching into those other things. This reminds me a lot of Cymanti mirror matches where the hexapods will just get into these giant lines facing off of against each other just outside of boost range of the other army. Except here it's just that the archers are all moved just outside the range of the catapults. He is closing in though. Yeah, for these kinds of super aggressive tribes, where you're at this kind of standstill, all you really need to do is move in, sacrifice a few units, but give them too many targets to do anything about, and then just attack them harder on your turn. Fortunately, I don't think he quite has too many targets to deal with. I mean, he does. If he moves all of these archers forward, they won't all die. But he won't have enough to actually do anything to make an attack happen the turn after. He's making him work for it, but so yeah, the problem right now is how does he move in? And there are a lot of different ways you could go about solving that. Alright. Grabbing the animal first, he wants a second giant on that city later. He didn't just put the lumber hut straight over it. But the most simple is probably just at some point buy roads. Keeps dropping an archer on that tile, and it keeps getting killed. I'm not really sure if there's much of a point in that. It doesn't really take away the liberty of the catapult to move to that tile like northwest of where it is on that sawmill now, since the archer ends up dead anyways. Yeah, trying to take out the one before it becomes a veteran. The number of catapults is frightening. Ooh, he's moving his archers straight in range of the catapult. He does not care right now. Yeah, he's going to sacrifice some health on his units to make an attack happen to try to capture one or both of these villages. I was expecting him to just sit on his position. He's definitely in a stronger one. Tech into like rider roads or knights. Just get like one chain through there and then move all of his units through. But he's gonna fight for the village first. Which of course he does sacrifice the three archers dead already. Sure, the fourth one on that city will die, where this catapult's going to be repelled back. No, yep. And that makes his catapult vulnerable to getting shot, but only just the once. It does not die yet. Which there is a difference between... Okay. Both of these catapults can get shot once. The catapult he just trained can't even get killed. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and pick up roads. Yeah, it's one of the... Sometimes people get a little too comfortable in their positions. If he did just sit back completely on his position, just try to pick up roads knights later on, it would have given his opponent, Goda some time to pick up his own knights, which would have been a huge problem. So he's going to try to force the issue and try to do it a little bit faster, not give him time to get his own knights. Which does mean sacrificing a few units, but a sacrifice he's willing to make. This is a very nice explorer. He just has... He is almost at a monument. Just needs that one top corner. His capital is population capped. I'm not going to see that break anytime soon. Okay, never mind. As soon as that unit dies, it will break. Yeah. I'm talking about upgrades. Yeah, he's perfectly fine. If he wants to just go ahead and pick up a rider on his capital, move that to that north lighthouse, pick up a monument, he's able to. I think it goes without saying, but should point it out anyways. He doesn't really need to at all. He's actually in a perfectly fine position to just win without that monument. I mean, when you have double the city count of your opponent, I think this circles back to what we were talking about earlier, doesn't it? More city, more better, as they say. Might be a little cheeky to not kill the catapults and just damage those ones. But he's trying to conserve the health of his giants. I mean, there's still a lot of breaking power here. His army, of course, was much larger not too long ago. He's going for the... Okay. Choosing Border Grove. What a guy. Yeah, as soon as he connects these other two cities. Like plus Monument or... Yeah, just feud lumber huts. He just trains a few units this turn, does the upgrading next turn, of course. Yeah, preparing to counter this giant siege. I would... Interesting.
Is this getting streamed?
Oh, absolutely it is. Do you have anything to
f-
say to stream? You can say
Hello.
hi. Yeah.
I was surprised that I didn't saw you Spark, and yeah, I didn't know you had access to the channel. So.
Oh, absolutely. I do now. Listen, of course I have access to the channel. I am, in the words of Joe Smith, best streamer, so keep that in mind.
Gato Azul.
Yeah, Goda's seen some better days. And that's the thing about our Lamps playing. He makes it look easy.
Very easy.
Doing all of this live, like a minute to think about a turn.
I'm surprised why. Wait, why is he killing instead of? Oh, I see.
He's just cleaning up at the moment. He doesn't even want to take... He doesn't even need to take the damage trades against these giants. With the forest defense bonuses. He can just leave his archers to whittle them down. Yeah, right here we're just seeing how he cleans up the game. What we saw earlier was how he won the game. Now we're seeing how he closes it out. A lot of the time, especially in Bullet, not a real point in resigning. Just because people are capable of making mistakes. 6 cities against 2, 7 cities against 1 mistakes? I'm not sure, but... Goda Azul is trying to get a counterattack. As soon as these giants get broken through, Goda can start trying to push their own giants on these cities. That city in the south, for example. No giant coming out of that. Very valiant defensive effort here.
Not one giant down instead of defending it.
But yeah, we are going to see the Grand Bazaar pop up. So, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I think you got me.
Yeah.
He's a little
but
crazy,
why there?
He just wants the stars. He's a star fiend. He's a star addict. Yeah, final answer, actually. I'm locking that in.
He wants to siege, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, just deny all the income. That's the thing, even if it costs you, let's say, 8 stars to deny your opponent 7, if they only have like 14 stars of income and you have 26, go for it. Again, a 1v1 is a zero-sum game. It may, like, on paper cost you more, but it's all about just a percentage-wise. If it costs you a third of your economy to take out half of theirs, go for it.
He's gonna chop. Now with the defenders starting to stall the game.
I mean, that capital can still get sieged, which is the funny thing. Oh, both cities cannon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like, yeah, the catapult dies. Oh, he didn't.
Chipping the away that
Okay.
veteran archer also.
He's not gonna siege the capital this turn though. Gonna decide to attack the giants, which again, that city is very vulnerable to getting sieged by a full health giant. So he's just going to kill it over the course of 2 turns.
Yeah, he blocked that archer. It doesn't matter.
What a guy! What a lad! Making his catapult now. Yeah, he's not getting
When an
sieged.
overkill with those catapults as well.
Yeah, he's got 3 catapults. For the, I mean, like a full health giant, like 3 catapults and 2 archers. It's already dead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about like these defenders. As soon as these 2 giants in the east die, this archer dies, starts working away, chipping down that giant on the second city. There's not much left. I mean, what's left is the 2
They can even
defenders.
siege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can just win the game right now. Well, it depends on if he has the stars to push another giant. Oh, he may not win. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Does I don't. It's a 2 or 3 health that a defender can. Yeah, just kill the defender. Just one more archer. Yeah, he's just gonna resign.
Oh yeah, there it is.
What a guy! What a game! Fantastic. Make sure to watch him in the next round. Let's see. Not a single soul is streaming at the moment.
Yeah, that's weird. I think because they don't see E-Spark, they don't think it's gonna like appear there.
Spark is commanding them to stream now. Not a single favorited replay.
Well, have fun with commentating. I'm gonna do something else. Okay?
No, that's alright. I will. Dude. Fellas. Oh. You. Mr. Thundercloud. Mr. Thundercloud, can we get you in here? A little post-game interview? We need you in here for a post-game interview.
Post-game interview?
Yes, yes. What can you tell us?
About what?
About the games.
About the one game I did?
Yes, the one game, the Zabasi.
No, I did the Hoodrick because I got a buy.
Oh, you got a buy?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
a buy.
It seems that you've won your game.
I did.
How many turns?
I don't know. I forgot. Let me check the replay.
Could you stream the replay?
Why though?
For our lovely stream
it
audience.
went It went to turn 14.
A whole 14 turns.
Mm-hmm.
This is incredible.
Yeah, I got a lighthouse spawn.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to check this one out. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Could. It's. Are you gonna be streaming that game?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like my best game.
That's okay. Let's turn some replay fog on. Set winner POV.
Yeah.
Lighthouse and a bajillion animals at the start. Fantastic. You love to see it.
Mhm.
Oh, your opponent
Yeah.
doesn't even try to stop you from taking that village. You love to see it. Nicely
Yeah, pretty
explored.
epic.
Look at this guy. He's got a level 1 capital. Imagine not spawning with a lighthouse.
I think I'm gonna do Steam Polytopia because that's just so much easier to stream.
Absolutely. Oh, we gotta check out what his opponent gets from this ruin, of course.
Let's
An explorer.
see.
Does he get a lighthouse? It does. Now he has a lighthouse spawn. I think that's what that means.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it seems like you just strong harm him out of, any hope of winning the game. You
Yeah.
say, I have more villages than you. I will spam units at you. And then you do.
Yeah, that's about it. Why is my mic picking up me not speaking?
It's all the crackling and popping, of course.
Probably because you're not speaking.
His mic is picking up him not speaking because he's not speaking.
Yup.
No, he's saying, why is it signaling that there's still sound coming out? Why is it signaling it as if he's speaking when he is not? Oh my goodness. Resources. Players going for forestry. What does this ruin give? I wonder. Veteran swordsman. This is some of the gameplay of all time I've seen, even.
I have sad news. My microphone is weird again.
You have a weird microphone again? This isn't the first time it's happened?
Yeah, you remember when I was talking about having like pop noises? It's doing it again.
Oh, I absolutely know that. We have to introduce the story organically to our viewers in the stream, They always come first. They're precious to us.
Of course, of course. Oh, I need to make my Steam profile lightning as well.
Mathematicos.
That's crazy.
I can't tell if he's making popcorn in the background or tasing someone.
I'm tasing someone, don't worry.
Ah, got it.
Ah, there we go, there we go. So he's streaming from his basement then.
Is this a common occurrence in your basement, Daycloud? Care to comment?
Yeah,
Ah.
I love tasing children.
Oh. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the stream chat while they're here? You have their undivided attention at the moment. You just shoot his giant... Wait, he resigns at the end of his turn. He makes another giant and he's like, okay, no, it's not worth it.
Based.
Asava and IceP are playing. Hold on. You can hear it at least. are deafened. This is wonderful news. Fantastic, even. The best I've ever heard. Oh goodness. I'm gonna see writing from both players. Somewhat interesting. Both of, Kiku on dry lands for bullet, both of their usual things that you'd see them going for. Either into forestry for giants and riding roads, just trying to dominate the map quickly, get that mobility bonus and everything. Were nerfed in the most recent update. But yeah, riders are just a little stronger, of course. The giants were already the more long-term play anyways. Not gonna run away, smart. Now it's very nice for ISP that he's able to pick up the second city here. We already talked about it. Make it thematic for today. We're going to learn today. We're all going to become bullet experts by the end of today. You want that second city. You want to train more than 3 units. You can do this. If you capture a second city, please, I'm begging you. Sometimes the city isn't there. Force it to be there. Find it. You gotta do something. If you're not able to, then you're not able to. But if you don't try, that's just another thing altogether. I don't know what to tell you at that point. For here, for example, Asava's got the 2 cities which are contested by his opponent that are closest to him. So it's really difficult for him to grab either of them. However, look at him, all the way in the east corner, grabs the city. It's there, even if it's far away, even if it's unfair. You gotta grab it. There's not a chance you're winning without it. Mr. ISP's got a difficult game ahead of him still, even though he's got the closer city to him. Both players have the 2 cities. Both players soon to have the level 3 capitals. Very similar economies, although different upgrade paths. Org for one, hunting for the other. Hunting usually stronger, just because Kiku has more forest tiles, more animals. Than like more forests and farms, more animals and fruits usually. But crazily enough, after the update, farming is just a more economic source of population. Let's see, how does ISP do it? Does he step on? Does he let his greed blind him? Of course, he's gonna pick up the level 3 upgrade on that capital first. Smart man, smart man. He's gonna go for an explorer. Is he going to go for a workshop? Yes, I'm a fan of the workshop. He already has climbing. That's already a big bane to his economy. But it's also going to be something that gets him vision. Like, look at that lighthouse. Grab some vision on these 2 ruins, this village over here. He has his target set out. All he really needs to do, keep enough units around to block his opponent Asava from getting either of those villages between them, while he tries to grab these 2 ruins and that 1 city. It's kind of worrying for him that he can see how Asava sees that south lighthouse. But it's fine, it's fine. He'll be fine. He's good. He's fine. Asava's definitely got the harder spawn to work with. His game plan is not so simple. Does not have a bunch of things that are easy for him to access. These forests are blocking his rider's movement in a lot of very inconvenient ways. It's going to be difficult for him to even try stepping on that center city, let alone capturing it. All ISP really has to do is defend. Yeah, he's gonna heal instead of trying to step on either of those two things. Very wise considering the explorer that Asava surely took to get that vision on the South Lighthouse. Not safe for a 5 health rider to be there. Now, I don't know what to say about this. Is it cowardly for him to be training these warriors instead of going for the all-rider strat? It's definitely cheaper, but what's he saving the money for? Roads, perhaps? Who's to say? Who's to say? What a Chad. I do kind of wonder why the rider is positioned to the north of his capital instead of the southeast. All it really needs to do is be in range of both of those cities. This feels like it just puts it in more danger. At the same time, it doesn't reach the east city. Maybe he's planning on moving it onto that north city eventually. Who's to say, who's to say? What we do know is that forestry is just picked up by Asava. Oh, looking at getting those 2 lighthouses. Gets the 2 lighthouses, just chops 1 forest, and he has enough stars for a giant on his capital. That's dangerous, that's tricky. We've already discussed how dangerous giants are in these tiny games. Especially, all the more so, when your opponent's only response to them is riders. Last round, you know, Fudrick, a lot better for them. Giants not nearly so dangerous. Against just a bunch of riders, go to town. And go crazy on them. Perhaps a little bit of a miscalculation there on stars. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to see one of these forests get chopped on this east city, and maybe he's going to go for border growth, try to, because he maximize the utility of the 2 cities he has, delay the giant a little bit. No, going for it right now. Yep. Alright. And that's very scary. You can pick up a second giant on that east city, the monument and mathematics, or just monument and get border growth. You would still need something like order roads after that. Yeah, border growth does not work if you're trying to just get it to skip out on buying math. That's a pretty aggressive play with the rider. He's going to sacrifice it. It will get him the city. The only problem is, I mean, the giant's coming in. What's he gonna do now? It's already aggressive enough of a play. Oh, he's looking at cloaking him, maybe? That's kind of crazy. I can kind of support crazy, though. Yeah, the problem is he doesn't really have good access with cloaks to any of these cities. If he is going to only have the 2 cities with both getting them both to level 5, cloak's very useful. You know, a little sad that he doesn't have border growth if you're trying to use cloaks on him, but it can definitely work out. Yeah, he's gonna kick him off of 2 out of the 3 cities he's stepping on, and he's going to use that giant to try to force him off the 3rd. Now we could go, yeah, check what that gets. He gets diplomacy from the ruin. Okay, now you have to go for cloaks. It might not be the smartest play, but like I mean, it's the play you have to go for now. Like for the fans, you know. Like you see the level 5 capital he has. He's not expecting it. He doesn't have vision on your capital. Just drop a couple of cloaks in there. Just, you're gonna lose some cities to his giant. Whatever. That's okay. He can afford it. As soon as these cloaks start taking out the capital, starts popping up all the daggers in the world over there. He just sieges the capital, just refuses to stop sieging the capital. Oh, he's gonna get his own giant right now if he wants. Oh no! No, he didn't use his monument. He could have, monument pop growth on his capital. Okay, he doesn't want to push the cloak out, potentially into the vision of his opponent. That only works if he, yeah, he would have seen the cloak. Would have been very disastrous for the cloak strategy. But yeah, Asava's turning it around, definitely. It certainly seemed really rough for him, but, you know, with the lumber huts costing so much now. But, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Are the cloaks gonna work? Are they gonna get there in time? Is he gonna die before it happens? I mean, that's the problem with cloaks against a bunch of riders just swarming, prowling all over the map. They're gonna get that little indicator saying, hey, we're here. Then what are you supposed to do? Alright, I really want to see him use his Eye of God on his capital now, though. I can't keep making excuses to not see the giant, to not use the monument at all. Yeah, get another cloak, man. Do it. Come on. For the fans. Don't we deserve it? Okay. No giant still. This is, proving to us he doesn't need the giant. Saying, of course I could win if I used the monument, but I don't need a lucky explorer to get those lighthouses. I can win without it. And that's commendable. Yeah, gonna pick up mathematics. Looking for another giant on that west city, definitely. Still hasn't used his Park of Fortune. I think he drops it there on that west city now, gets some stars back. Tries to pick up a giant on the next turn. West City is of course preferable to the east one, just because it is closer to that capital. Both players proving that they don't need to use monuments to win. This is some kind of sick power play, or I'm not sure what to describe it as. Gonna use roads to kick him off that city in the east. That's a lot of stars, though. Big commitment. Well, not really much of a commitment. I mean, it's all of his economy, but he didn't really have much of an economy at all. Yeah, he can't really bounce it back without getting sieged on that city, since he doesn't have the stars to get past the pop cap. Not only past the pop cap, but even just training a unit. I mean, technically, he's only 1 star short, because he could always use his Explorer Monument on his capital, giant Park Fortune on the East City, and then 2 stars with the animal, get the upgrade, get past the pop cap, but that's alright, that's alright. Holy heck. Everyone's disappeared. This is crazy. You, my friend. It's just you and me. Say hi, please. I'm begging you. Oh, no wonder everyone left. The streams aren't even popping up. Fantastic. What a wonderful way to go. OBS has truly abandoned us today. Good God. We had something going there. Yeah, I think this is Asava's game, though. I think the Giant is going to come in before the cloaks. I don't think the attack is going to materialize into anything. Especially if he, keeps refusing to use that Explorer anywhere. That monument on his capital. Defenders neat, but not quite enough. We're really going for this cap giant. He just refuses to use that monument. Hello. Come back. Oh my god. This stream just really loves crashing, just not displaying any of the what's going on. I don't think Asava is actually going to be able to. I mean, like, just with like the paralyzed way he's not moving around with these cloaks on the daggers on the capital. No, I think he's gonna lose the game this next turn. All right, I love it. Decisive cloak victory, another victory for Cloak Gang. Oh, good God. For what reason do we suffer? For what reason do our streams not show what's going on? Well, I regret saying everything I did about the disappearance of that Explorer monument. In the end, he proved to us it was completely unnecessary. What a Chad. I mean, he's still got his monument, he's still got mathematics, so just got a giant push here. Yeah, just drop the Park of Fortune, like south, or like northeast after taking the fruit. Yeah, just fruit, Park of Fortune, giant. I've never been more disappointed in my life. I mean, it is a giant surrounded by the 6 daggers there. So I'm sure he'll, make do. But, sometimes you just want it to win, Not like win in a couple turns or anything, but just win. I'm just getting shanked. What a way to go out. Just looking at his Eye of God monument. Oh man. Oh, park? Are we gonna see the park? Oh. Yeah, we saw the park. That's tragic. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's more sad than anything. What is going on this game? What are we witnessing? not leave me. You should still be fine, like just the number of daggers surrounding that capital. Like you can pick up a siege and like the 9 health veteran rider, the 2 daggers. I have that lowered enough so that the giant can't kill and the siege holds. Or does he just try to take out the giant first? Looks like he's gonna go for the siege based on where he moved that stuff. Okay. A 10 health giant should not kill a 10 health dagger unless I'm losing my mind. That might kill. It leaves it low at least. Another brilliant shout out to the poly calculator. My undying love for JD, Alpha Seahorse. You can just go ahead. Does it work? Does it not? Well, it doesn't really matter since this warrior zone of controlled by the western dagger. It can't road in there. Yeah. What a wild game. He used the Park of Fortune, he ran out of time and got another park on his capital? Is that just like salt in the wound, or wait, no he doesn't. Wait, he does have the tile to place it on. What? He's gonna giant push and then siege cap with his giant. No, he's 1 population short, but he can chop and connect this new city. He's gotta go fast though. He's running out of time. He's gotta chop first. He's gotta chop. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have time. What is?
That is insane. Oh, what a heart.
That's not even the most insane thing that happened in that game.
That game, wild. I wish I watched the entire thing.
You watched the entire. What?
I wish I did.
I
Insane.
I have no words. I don't know what to say. I've lost my mind.
Honestly, we should like post that replay on that YouTube channel. That was insane.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, what? Any words? Anything you want to say about that game? Just funny. I have to agree. Oh, we're deep into the Mr. Lamp versus Daycloud game. Let's go over there. Wow, they're both on Steam, which actually makes it more difficult. I can't put this bullet logo anywhere. Oh, it's so teeny tiny. Just swap perspectives, sure. Yeah, it's late game Quetzali cloak spam. This is a complex position. This is not easy to break down at a glance. So that giant that Daycloud, our purple player, has is not going on the capital, but it does still look like it should be taking that city. Let's swap perspectives. Do you see any? There are no more cloaks on the map, but there are some daggers around. The daggers are all around this Tizca city, though, which makes me feel as if, well, where did the daggers come from? What city did the cloak pop off of? That center Jayaka? Probably not, since Daycloud still has it. Was it Tizca? Did Daycloud have it and then get it stolen? We do see the Park of Fortune on Mr. Lamp's capital too. Well, I think there was some time trouble. But it looks like this game is wrapping up and that Daycloud should be able to clean up the game here. Yeah, the siege is going to hold for the one turn, but get unsieged on the next. It's only a 5-city map. I've seen 4 before, but never how 5 cities are placed. Yeah, we're seeing some nice, healthy swordsman spam. Defend and attack, as they say. Yeah, Daycloud's capital is a little bit susceptible to an attack. These cloaks and whatnot, being far away from his other cities. However, you know, if the archers, he's got riders too. Mobility isn't as much of a problem on turn 15 as it is earlier in the game. He should be doing just fine. You just gotta see him. Does he even? Yeah, you gotta capture the city, right? What text does it want? I mean, even if it doesn't do anything, it denies income for another turn while his opponent's capturing a city, and forces his unit to stay on that city. Can't train anything. So I'm sure we're gonna see a city capture. It just wants to pick up some tech first. Go, take it, take it, take it, take it. Okay. He's going to lose the city again, but that's fine. It still ends up ahead of us. 1 city advantage. Daycloud's bringing up the archers to this back city. Deal with these daggers as they come in. I'm going to try to get the damage without retaliation with the daggers while he can. The cloak. Doesn't quite matter so much if the defender hits that, even though it's got the very low defenses. Did not need both those archers to do that, but that's okay. Oh. He's gonna go for a little funny siege on that capital. Yeah, just make it, oh, with a defender too. Nice, nice. The giants coming in. This is, I mean, it's pretty brutal. Yeah, Daycloud's capital seems to be in a nice spot right now. The archer's like still in range to help out in unsiege. Doesn't have quite enough to kill a full-off defender at the moment, but yeah, there's no way he's gonna get rid of that defender. When he had the 2 swordsmen, sure, but with the giant killing that one. All right, we just caught the tail end of that. Congratulations to Daycloud. We're gonna have our lamp man continue on in the tournament. They may meet each other for grand finals, but for now, we're going to see him in the knockout bracket while Daycloud continues.
Howdy, howdy.
Daycloud, do you have anything to say about that game?
I love Quetzalcoatl.
We only came in on turn 15 to look at a very complicated position.
Yeah.
Mind, like, showing us the replay, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, talk us through it.
Okay, let me just remove the fog. Okay, so this is the position.
one of the.
There, I'll just let it.
How many
play
times
out.
have you seen like a 5-city map?
Not too often.
He's gonna beat you off to that. Okay, you know, I'm just done speaking for the day. He's going to. He's going to beat you to the village. He's going to be the first person to the village. He is going to get to the village before you. Lighthouse is nice for him. Gets that city level 3. Us in the chat, we were having a little conversation about which city of yours he cloaked, do we think? Yeah. That was my guess. Very, very glad that I'm right sometimes.
Yeah, I saw him go over to this ruin here, and I'm like, I swear, if this is like stars or something, I'm going to cry.
We can check what it is right now. It just set it to his perspective.
It was an explorer. Yeah, I saw it go back and get this lighthouse, and I was like, oh, thank God it's an explorer.
He's close to his Eye of God, though, you know, just has to get that one in the east. I mean, like, your city is blocking him from there, but... Yeah, of climbing. I mean, still the same number of times. Oh, a nice population ruin. Love to see it.
That was clutch, the population ruin. That was so
Star
clutch.
ruin. Perfectly balanced or whatever. Nice, nice. Also putting that, since you're not going to get Smithery or anything ever, putting the Park of Fortune where his forge spot would go, so you can't get the optimal population.
Yeah, I was like, I do not want him to get this and get a giant from Forge. No.
I mean, that's the lovely thing about, like, Quetzale. Slow to start, of course, not a turn 0 try, but 4 out of the 5 cities have giants, and now 5 out of the 5 cities on the map have giants on them. Yep. And Quetzale's favorite unit, the cloak, pops up.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, this is either going to be a very long game or a very short game. Because either the cloaks don't work or they work too well.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the cloaks definitely worked, but looks like they weren't enough to counteract the push you had in the west.
Yeah, my entire idea as soon as I saw cloaks was I just want to get his capital. That is all I wanted.
I think you probably would benefit from just training more daggers there, not trying to get the siege since he's already denying the income. It's like moving them out of borders, perhaps. Yeah, cloaks are tricky, weird units, have their own set of rules.
Yeah.
Another giant, naturally. And this is just at the end of this turn is when we popped in here with the stream. We're like, what are we witnessing? Who's winning? What?
Yeah, the entire time I'm just like, am I winning or am I losing? Because it didn't really matter who had more cities because it was very balanced nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring the units in. The cavalry arrives.
Mm.
The very nice archery.
Yeah.
And he's just one unit short of unsieging you there.
Mm.
I mean, you got diplomacy yourself, which is like watching you do that in the last 5 seconds.
Yeah, I started running out of time, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'll go diplomacy to try and close it. But then I saw the roads siege, and I'm like, oh, that's also nice.
All right, what a game!
That was a great game though. That you know what? Boom. Okay.
No, hold on. Yeah, I've got you muted on my end. Mind phase. What are you saying?
Yeah, I wasn't muted before, but I had already tried to explain some things, but you didn't seem to register it.
Yeah, I had you muted on my end specifically.
Ah, all right.
Let's go check out Vorce versus the Lamp Man. That game should have just started.
Yeah.
Vorce is doing the old score counting too.
Yep, to OG players.
Yeah, so I love the archery here. You see, yeah, nice archer versus rider showdown. I mean, the thing about the riders is like, look at that water tile south of that capital. Like the rider's going to have a more difficult time accessing the rest of the map. Of course, like as soon as roads
At
come up,
least until he gets a road on the southwest tile.
Yeah. And by that time, I think like the main advantages of like the explosive starts that the riders can give will be gone, but yeah, it's eyeing up the ruin. It's not gonna stay around. Not too worried about it. He can't. He really, I think, wants to get like an explorer here, just be like safe, secure in his position. Workshop would be nice and economic, of course. But yeah, if he upgrades, he isn't going to be able to. I mean, unless his explorer gets all 3 lighthouses, get a unit. But yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and heal there. Hoping that these 2 warriors are enough to kill anything that steps on that ruin. Which they would be. Vorce isn't gonna step on it. He wouldn't dare. There's a plan which he could have grabbed that ruin, but yeah, I agree, would not have been worth it. It would involve attacking with a few of his units, potentially stepping off the village.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just the abundance of forest tiles, the defense bonuses he's grabbing here. Very nice that he has archery.
Yeah, exactly. They can act like a sort of mini defenders to keep those riders well zone of control in their own territory. Bless you.
Damn, you weren't supposed to hear me. What the heck? Yeah, it's also about just the retaliation. Like Vorce uses 3 of his own units, then take some recoil damage from the defense boosted warrior. Then the archer just cleans, and then he has another warrior on this defense boosted tile. And just it's very nice, you know, seeing someone pilot archer as well. Yeah, like every time they do a little damage trade, Vorce is going to be losing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes it all the more difficult that he's already down a city. So what does he do here? Definitely wants to keep him off that ruin, but he also wants to keep the defense bonus. Ruin more important. Yeah, and this is what it looks like when you know, you get the archers, but it's not solely archer spam. You've got the warriors in the front of them, and suddenly,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, archers OP. Archers are crazy. Most cracked unit in the game.
They definitely did become a lot better relatively than with the update, because riders got a nerf and giants got a nerf because they're slower with the forestry nerf.
Yeah, I mean when they're like 3 strategies, rush giant, rush rider. Well, not really rush. It's one of the first techs you pick up. Go into archers, get riders. Yeah, archers on controlled smaller spaces like this. You know, they're backing up warriors. Wonderful, fantastic unit. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, archers are also the weakest unit in the game. If you have like an army of only warriors versus only riders versus only archers, the archers are the worst. As soon as you get them, the proper guys helping them out, the proper support, they go crazy.
Yeah.
Being treated to a masterclass in archer usage right now, live in VC, live in Bullet, live in the Poly Champions YouTube stream. What a guy this lamp is. What a fantastic fellow. He cares so much about us. You're gonna see another explorer here. Is the explorer necessary? No, but everything's winning and he just wants to be able to use it, do it as quickly as he can. Watching the explorer dance around those lighthouses is a little bit sad, but I'm sure we'll be fine. You know, Vorce has archers too, unfortunately. He also has a level 1 city. And 2 level 1 cities. And it's 4 against 3. He just doesn't even have the capacity to train the same number of units, let alone the income.
Yeah, so with lower cities and the differential in cities, it might just come down to the sheer size of the army and the difference in that between Lampy and Vorce.
Yeah, just gonna back up his units. Keep them all behind that one defense boosted warrior. Vorce can break through here. But the question is kind of like to what end? Like, I mean, he gets like the 1 hit, and then on the next turn he's going to get slaughtered. He's defending like as much as he can. He's putting all of his units in places where they can get defense bonuses. He's getting the workshop. He's trying to play as economically as he can because he knows he doesn't have the aggressive bonus. He's going to have to play for the late game. But is there going to be a late game? Or is our lamp friend going to destroy him right now? Now, here's a real nice thing. You can look at this situation and just see a cluttered mess. Or you can start counting. That warrior with a defense bonus needs 3 units to take it out. The archers need 2. That rider needs 2. Let's count Lamp's units, see how many he has. And you've unlocked Polytopia tactics. It's all just about counting? Yup. I wonder when we're going to see the Killer Monument. I'm sure we're going to see it in the next 2 turns. I have a good feeling about that. I mean, Vorce, unless Vorce runs away completely right now. Just like backs all of his units all the way up. But yeah, I'm fairly certain we should see a Killer Monument. I wonder what he wants to pair us. The Killer Monument would be good enough just to get one of his level 2 cities level 3. You know, just get some stars back, increase the population cap. But I'm sure he's eyeing up his capital, which only needs, you know, maybe 1 lighthouse, maybe some road connections, you know, some fruit. Can go ahead and pick up a giant there, then use the Park of Fortune in place of where the Killer Monument would have gone. He is still that 1 pop short though. He's got to figure out some way to get that if he wants it. He's not going to move in. He's not going to go ahead and siege the level 1 city. Smart move. He's going to force Vorce to retreat. Yeah, he's going to defend his army behind these 2 warriors now. And yeah, Vorce is kind of lacking in archers. He really does not want to sacrifice these riders. Like, more than anything, he wants to just keep those riders where they are, heal up. But not quite an option. Going to lead them losing a lot here. Okay, a star ruin. That's alright. He can finish this game in a variety of ways. He's gonna go farming, okay.
Yeah, just get some upgrades, get some more stars per turn, some more population space. I like the play.
I mean, with like 30 stars, it would have been incredibly expensive. Just roads, just completely destroy them. This is, you know, of course, a smart play. But I can't hide my disappointment. I wanted to see the roads. I wanted to see the death.
Oh, there's the giant.
Yeah, he can spend 15 stars on a giant if he likes.
That's pretty solid for the first giant because the second giant will be a lot cheaper.
Where is the second giant though? I only really see it.
The capital.
Yeah, it's just that they're so far away.
I don't mind it because he can.
No, he's got the fruit on that city in the east. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a lot better.
The archer was obscuring it a little bit. I mean, just look at Vorce's position. Look how squeezed he feels even without the giants. He's gonna go forestry instead of org for those 2 pop. Yeah, wants to squeeze out another unit on that city, so he... I've seen this a lot. A lot of players will get both of the upgrades at the same time with their monuments. Like, they will get the free population on a level 3 city, then use the monument. Like, I know it's what I do, usually. I'm not sure why we do it, though.
A reason for to not do it in that order might be so you can change your mind halfway and make a unit before you make the giant.
Well, it's not... Like, I understand perfectly why Vorce did it like that. Like, he wanted the squeeze out the extra warrior there. It's very sensible. I just don't know why the other way is the standard way to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It just seems like it's restrictive on your options. Okay, you can, I don't know, pick up a siege here, and then giant. Okay, he does not want the giant on the east city. He does not want the siege. He's winning, but it's killing me.
Interesting that he didn't use the make the giant yet on the eastern city. He had funds for it.
Yeah. He's squeezing him out, but he's doing it slowly. I don't know, what can I say? I just wanted to blood, fire, death, but like, I'm not getting the fireworks. I'm just getting smart plays made to slowly eke out every advantage you can get. I always like the arrow border lines that you see on those cities.
Now the siege is worth it because he, instead of denying just 1 or 2 stars per turn, it's now denying 5 stars per turn, which is quite a big difference.
Yeah, I think it was just like, if he gives up a warrior to deny like 1 star Vorce to return, like, kills Vorce's warrior too, uses some of his archers that he hadn't been otherwise. Perfectly reasonable. Yeah, he wants the giant on this city. Oh, yeah, he doesn't need his Park of Fortune for this one though. Is he trying to like go into math and get a second giant there too? I mean, for this turn, it's obviously cheaper like that. Just wondering why I didn't use it on the like East City. Just wants to send them all to the capital quickly. Ooh. No, yeah, you had to use the full health to kill a 6 health warrior. Yeah, that 5 health rider is just, it's not doing anything. Yeah, he's looking at roads in the tech tree. What's the archer doing there on that capital? How many turns do you give it till it dies? Gonna go ahead and pick up climbing. What a guy.
Starts to edge a bit closer to the city.
Just go pew pew, pew pew pew. I wonder what Vorce sees in this position. Yeah, nothing. That... Good games, good games. Good games.
Yep. Alright, we're waiting on the Day Cloud against Ninja Boy game now.
That already finished.
Oh, okay. Good thing. Then we can immediately start with the next game. Which is...
Was it lit?
Bro.
It's a Lamp versus Daycloud again, yeah.
Yeah.
The rematch. Part
That's
2.
gotta be frustrating. I think Ninja Boy, he just spawned one against Finite, against me, and then against Daycloud, who are arguably the best 3 players in this bracket.
Arguably.
There's some others that also definitely are good. I don't want to discredit Meister Lampi or Sunny Master. So maybe I shouldn't say arguably the best 3, but that we definitely are 3 of the best in this bracket.
Yeah. The only thing about that name, right? I can't stand it, you know. So I just refuse to call him that. I don't know. They've changed VCs. All right, let's go. Cloud, Mr. Cloud, care to comment?
What?
Care to comment? What happened on the last game? We didn't see it at all.
The wildfire person got a fucking spawn win against me. That's what happened.
I see. I see.
He met me.
It's his third spawn win in a row against Finite, against me, and then against you.
No, I don't think you understand. Look at the replay. I was like, bruh.
Perhaps we should watch this replay. Is it time to consult the replay? I think so.
I don't think there's time to. Let's just play on. I can maybe check it on the side, but I think Daycloud has to leave at some point as well, so we can't stall it too much.
Let's see which one's Daycloud. Daycloud's down here. Let's skip it. Wonderful. Fantastic. It's crashed. Goes for aggressive rider plays. Does not pay off. Loses the village down there. I see. I see. Alright, you two are playing. Beat each other up or something.
I don't want to play Aquarion.
You don't get a choice.
I know.
I mean, Aquarion is more interesting than Emoji because 95% of the time Emoji is just a spawn win.
But Aquarion is literally just slow now.
Yeah, that's true.
It is so slow.
That's why we love them in Bullet.
Just spawn win. And
We'll
you
spawn better. Alright,
So
Yeah,
time to
just
death
spawn
then.
better.
Bye bye now. Have a good game. You make a good point, Dastig.
Why does it say pending invitations? Oh. Oh, here, let me deafen myself.
You're already deafened, boot boy. Look at Meister Lampy. He's just like, good luck, have fun at Daycloud. What a terrible guy. Why would he do that?
Oh, there. Oh. That's disgusting.
They're right next to each other. What a classic setup.
That's an Emoji spawn. They're playing Emoji after all.
I'm gonna see the one amphibian from both players and then nothing else. Yeah, neither player wants to give the star trade and get beat up by the other guy. Don't do it. Don't step in the middle. Do not. He has a warrior. You can check his brother tried to give me a heart attack or something. I just want, you know, some people to win the game, you know. Both players have a very unique strategy. Yeah, he's just gonna step on the village first. He's not going to go ahead and walk around it. He's looking at it. Interesting. You're gonna push further of that. What a great village. I agree with DayCloud. Spam clicking on that.
Oh!
Yeah, 5 farms is alright. I mean, like, 4 farms, 2 fruit. Better. But you know, you gotta take what you can get, you know. Yeah, he's gonna grab climbing. No doubt in my mind. We're gonna see climbing from Lamp Fellow. Yeah, so DayCloud's expanding out faster. Didn't really hurt him at all to not pick up this village sooner, just because, how's he going to upgrade it? So...
And he still will lack 1 population to make the easy crop there.
Yep. So very upsetting, very sad.
Ooh, there might be some swordsman play here for Meister Lampy.
That's a ridiculous name. I can't just call him Mr. Lamp Master. Just anything else? Let's see. What do they get? Stars? Double stars? Double pop? Okay, he does get 1 star ruin, so like... He did put 6 stars in. He is profiting off of this. Plus, you know, gets him down the climbing mining route. Gives him a way to upgrade this city. And, like, you know, farming would have been appropriate, of course, as well. But not as many farms on his cap. Doesn't get to
Yeah, and mining does provide better long-term gameplay because you also get forges, which are generally better than the construction path for farming.
Swordsmen are nice to have around. Yeah, his hand is kind of forced into buying farming there. I think he could have picked up a warrior on his capital and went for a lighthouse. Try to get level 3 on his capital sooner. But what he did is absolutely nice play. What's the plan? What's the play?
What's the plan, little man?
He's looking at picking up a crab of farming, it seems. Calculating how many stars he needs for it, if he can afford this. Usually there's a shorthand. You may not need so much to calculate your stars and your path to picking that stuff up. You just ask yourself, how many turns away am I from that? Am I really not going to train a single warrior for the next 4 turns? Yeah, kind of ridiculous DayCloud to expect that you could like move your warrior forward, so I mean kind of deserved, honestly. He's already moved into his visions, might as well show off the climbing, get vision on his opponent's capital, see what's cooking over there. Yeah, the swordsman already in the game. The ruin was far off away, but right on time. Let's see, the star ruin, of course. Okay, population ruin's also very good.
Yeah, very nice.
He is unfortunately a couple population short, but he can pick up some the 2 lighthouses, like north and east. And then he sees the swordsman. DayCloud's not happy.
Or I'm thinking, is it possible for DayCloud to go? Yeah, it's probably a bit expensive to go construction here, but does get him the first giant in the middle city, and then he can use the monument for his capital giant.
Yeah, Construction's probably fine. Like, he already has 20 stars.
Yeah, taking his time here to probably to math out what the best path is here.
He's gonna need both those farms anyways, so a long-term investment on both of these upgrades. I was looking at
forestry rather than construction.
Forestry.
Well, I suppose forestry gets him. Yeah, it gets him the same as construction plus the giant owned northern city, I think. So it's a bit more expensive, but not that much.
It's just gonna be annoying. I've got this unit right next to your capital. You wanna do anything about it? Well, you can't do anything about it? Haha. I guess a 6-city map. Even village count. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and pick up archery. Not thinking about a crab, because he doesn't need it. He just needs archers. Fair enough. Yeah, if Daycloud's game plan is to try to get his own crab, or like, you know, the set of crabs, and then transition, like pivot from that into the rest of the techs he needs, then dealing with a bunch of archers from his opponent, very troubling. Yeah, the Daycloud's not having a good time here. He's getting his cap sieged, I think. It's not game. Or is... Wait. No, yeah, his warrior's not in range. No, yes it is. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, no, he has...
No, he can just unsiege with the lighthouses.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But then still, he's not gonna be able to do anything against the archers.
Yeah.
Archers are superior.
Maybe one thing if he could at least train some units. Well, you can get a crab. Yeah. Gonna keep the construction spot open. But yeah, he does have the 2 crabs. He does have the superior income for right now. But against a bunch of archers, like all Lamprey needs to do is defend, chip down at these crabs, and then have his own crabs by the time to meet Dayclouds. If he can do that, then Daycloud's going to have a bunch of damaged crabs against, you know, Lamp's new crabs. Then they've got the same income.
Yeah, and also something to notice that Daycloud does not have any defense bonuses on his crabs. So last game we saw the Giants of Vorce, they had defense bonuses on the Vorce, but that's not applicable here because Daycloud has climbing nor archery. So they'll really be easily chipped down here.
Mm-hmm. Although, at the rate things are going, with this amount of archer spam, with this low eco, I mean, he's still perfectly fine. Yeah, these crabs are never... They're going to be kept in their defensive roles for way too long to actually do anything. And Daycloud's economy isn't going to mean much for him since he can't train units anywhere without the threat of siege. If you're getting sieged constantly, your income does not matter a whole lot. You can move this crab off, but it's like, to what end? Since he can't, he's going to get sieged if he trains anything there. And not only sieged, but like sieged without doing any retaliation either. So he's been trapped in this position where he can't train units on any of his cities. And that's why it's important to be attacking. Yeah, he does have enough to siege over here. Is it a question of how he wants to siege, or... Yeah, he's just gonna kill every unit there. And pick up the lighthouse. I think we're going to see a resignation fairly soon.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's, like,
Yeah,
maybe I'm
yeah,
really getting
Baycloud.
it, but,
Baycloud has 2 crabs and a warrior. Those will maybe survive for 3 turns.
I mean, you can't move them off of his cities, or else he'll just lose them. So they just get
Yeah.
whittled away by these archers. There's no active game plan for him that doesn't involve immediately losing his cities. He does have a lot of
Well, what he
soldiers.
can do is kill a unit and then bounce back on his city again with the crabs. But that's not gonna
All
win
for
him the
one
game.
unit. Yeah, that North City should be lost. Like it, yeah, I mean, tridents for like burning forest. You'd also need construction. It's just too expensive.
Yeah, well, where are you gonna train tridents?
He's not buying that for training tridents. It's for. It's for what I just said. What? Wait. I'm going crazy.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, unfortunate day for Daycloud. So now, is it time for Ninja Boy versus the Lamp?
Not yet. It's first gonna be Ginger Salmon against the lamb.
Ginger Salmon against the Lamp. Alright. Ginger, get in there. Start streaming.
So unless I'm mistaken, I think I'm playing my Solar.
What?
Is it?
Better.
Is it? Wasn't this a Wizards bracket?
It still is.
Yeah.
Get in there. And play Lamp right now. This second. We
go.
demand blood. We
Good luck.
demand entertainment.
Good luck, Lamp. Good luck. I don't expect to win this one.
Alright, you guys are gonna get.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy here, but we'll see.
That was pain.
Yeah.
That was so painful. It's just like, bruh.
I like looking at last 5 games played.
What?
Alvic, Daycloud. Check
Uh-huh.
out his stream. SMH.
His stream?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, man's taking a break. Hold on. Let me be very funny.
So, like, why didn't the codes work?
The what? Why is it
What's the point of codes if I have to have the game ID?
You don't need his game ID, brother.
It like literally says I need his game ID. Invalid game ID. What is it?
Yeah, no.
You gotta
Yeah,
use
that's
code.
you do code like singular.
Um,
Codes is only for game IDs. For multiple players in the game.
Okay.
Nah, man, just use wrong command. Don't worry. Anyways, he's not using that account. He's using his Steam account, like he said.
Okay. You can understand me.
Hey, oh, yeah, Wonderful, wonderful. Is it time to bust out the secret graphic? Is it time for a scene change? Yeah. I'm gonna use the secret graphic that Eastvark taught me. The secret technique. Alright, I hope you're all ready for this. This is a top secret technique, so I wouldn't recommend showing this to many people.
Okay. Yeah, my son here.
To our YouTube audience, how are you doing out there? Having a good time? Enjoying the Polytopia matches? Perhaps you'd like to join the Poly Champions Discord server or participate in a Bullet Championship yourself. Maybe. Who's to say? We won't blame you if you don't. We won't bully you if you don't want to come here. But I'm just kidding. We totally will. We'll bully you. Just
Why
mercilessly.
do you say that? So weird.
There's nothing weird about the way I'm saying
Everybody
it.
doesn't.
There's nothing stupid
do
about
you
the way
hear
I
the-
speak.
Do you hear your voice
The
right
cadence? There's something wrong with my voice at the moment? I don't think so. I think my timbre is appropriate. I think my cadence befitting the moment. I think everything is perfect right now.
now? Great job, Edo.
You kind of deserved it. I don't know what to tell you.
Boy, you're speaking to the YouTube audience in a weird voice, so I just had to quiet you down.
The whole 2 YouTube viewers. Oh my god, 3 concurrent viewers at the moment. Guys, in the chat, say hi, please. Speak with us. Connect with us. Join our cult. Anyways, Daycloud, you joining me for commentary?
I don't know.
Thank you for joining us for commentary.
Aw.
You have been volunteered. No is not an option.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, pretty epic.
Mr. Limp brings up a very good point about Ginger Salmon being in his stream right now, watching him.
About Ginger being in his stream.
Ginger Salmon, his opponent right here, is one of the people spectating his stream at the moment. Very interesting choice, Ginger. Let's see how it pays off. That's a bold strategy. Alright. We're seeing our players do some crazy tech right now, like they're walking their warriors where they see resources, trying to locate villages.
Is this how you've been commentating this?
Have you
Just
ever
saying-
seen any of this stuff in your games, DayCloud?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
How many times?
Literally every game.
Every single game? It's that important?
Yes. Yes. Warrior movement going towards resources is literally like one of the basic fundamentals.
Yeah, come on. Buy hunting, man. Do it. Get the workshop. Come on. You know you want to. How else are you upgrading your capital? Come on. Just do it. You got the lighthouse there. Come on. Are you trying to be greedy and buy Org and Explorer next turn? Yeah. What a guy. Yeah, Ginger Salmon's not having a good time finding these villages, and he's going to be very distraught to find out that his opponent is going to step on that village before him. He shouldn't be too distraught, though, considering, let's check out his stream, Ginger Salmon is still one of the people watching his opponent's stream right now. Very big no-no. And we're going to see what looks to be a no philosophy game. Which, you know, he's got the lighthouse. It just makes sense. Who knows? Ginger might buy philosophy. Not like he's going to capture a village anytime soon. If I were Ginger right now, I would be thinking about sobbing myself to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at this position. What do you think? What do you think his plays are going to be after buying climbing?
Utter garbage.
Crying himself to sleep, perhaps, even? Maybe.
Why did he buy climbing when he doesn't even have like a ruin or like good mine rates or whatever, or the mountain rates? Like, huh?
Yeah, think that he would try to do something like riding or like hunting into archery, like something that works with his resources.
Something that's like competent.
You could phrase it like that if you prefer.
I like
No, you're right. You're kind of right. You're kind of spitting facts. I can't jump on your toes for that one. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Stop getting on my toes about it.
Why are you
Pretty
talking about toes
strange.
so much? Kind of weird for that one.
Why are you stealing? Why are you stealing disabled people's gold? I don't ask you that.
You remember, actually, I'm not going to say who it was. They're no longer in the community to defend themselves. But, someone who would appear in various voice calls, and then just bring up feet, and then everyone would be like, why are we talking about feet right now? And they would just
I think I know
berate
who you're
them.
talking about.
They would just say, what? It's just a part of the body. Why does that make you uncomfortable? It's just like, everyone has feet, you know? What's wrong with that, huh? Funny guy.
I think I know who you're talking about.
So what you're trying to say is one of the players here, are they toe suckers?
What?
Are you trying to accuse any of the players in this game of being toe suckers?
In this game?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to, clear that up. In case you were. But yeah, we are going to see the Ginger Tech into philosophy there. Trying to go for the giants, maybe. You can recover. Imo is a slow tribe to get going. So these advantages don't snowball incredibly quickly. Of course, he's setting up this siege on this city.
He could have recovered quicker if he didn't go climbing.
He's looking at he was hoping for like a good smithery. Good like level 2 forge spot on his capital. Get a giant there. Fortunately, it's not looking like that's gonna happen. And this siege seems like it's doomed to fail.
Oh no.
What's he going to do? His opponent is taking the one mountain ruin. What's the whole point of buying climbing anymore? I can't say I endorse that.
I can't say I endorse Ginger
And he's
getting
hurting.
climbing to begin with.
Yes, he's
Oh,
going...
there's a second ruin with a
Yeah.
mountain on it. But
Yeah,
the thing is,
it's
behind the opponent's city.
Is Ginger getting that ruin in this game?
no.
I think you might be correct.
Yeah.
I believe it so.
You
I think
believe it so?
that was a very good game. It just ended,
Yeah.
in case you didn't notice.
Wow.
Ginger, comments.
You know, I definitely loved my spawn. I definitely could have been much more efficient with my moves, but just there wasn't really much I could have done in that situation.
Why did you get climbing?
I have one question for you. If I go to the spectators list for Meister Lamp's stream, you're on there watching his stream. Why is that?
Wait, oh crap. Oh crap.
The entire game it was like that.
Thankfully, I didn't look at all.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
mean,
sorry. I guess it didn't really have. There wasn't really any harm because again, I did not look one time.
I mean, we could tell based on the plays. Don't worry. There were certain things you just wouldn't have done if you had that vision. It also clearly did not affect the results. So.
No.
Yeah, and also, if you were looking, we would have seen it on your screen which you were streaming.
Not the case.
Unless if it was a monitor he was looking on.
Yeah, okay, true. That's fair.
I'm in
They
that
wouldn't
situation
be
because I
streaming
realized I
this.
would have hit Altar of Peace, so I would have the money for philosophy and probably another economic deck. I thought climbing was necessary because I just desperately needed vision. I probably wouldn't be able to get an explorer for a good while.
You know what you needed?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was definitely necessary for a defensive stronghold.
You needed units and a giant. That's what you really needed. You didn't really need the vision there.
Yeah. And to be fair, even if I did get climbing, I would not be able to really even get climbing. In some mistaken, I'm pretty sure I trained a warrior on my capital almost every turn when I had the population.
Are we
So
ready for the next
I think
round?
let's start to refer this mistaken. I don't think there's too many more units I could have trained. And yes, I definitely could have played much better, and I don't know if climbing was play. But like, if I didn't go climbing, what would I have gone? That would have been much more effective. Because at the end of the day, I just don't know if there's much I could have done. With the
Hunting
situation.
forestry.
Yeah, I suppose, but forestry would not have gotten. I just not have. Or I mean, I guess maybe I
Let's do,
could.
like West Lighthouse Forest or Giant.
That's true.
Yeah, you gotta think about White Houses too.
I was thinking about them, but I just.
Not gonna lie, I am rooting for the lamp dude in the final here.
Commentator bias, biased commentators fired.
Fired. Oh no. My internet will cut out in 15 minutes anyway, so I'll probably not be able to commentate the majority of it.
Guys, do you know what we're doing right now, this second?
I am sitting behind my desk talking into my computer.
But you know, we're commentating.
That's
this
true.
This is the GMT Grand Finals. Grand Finals! the ultimate match. This set, best of 3, double elimination rules. We're going to see the 2 best players from this GMT bracket duke it out. They're going to decide once and for all who deserves the title of Bullet Champion in these games. Well, that is if Ninja Boy shows up. If he doesn't show up, there's not much we can do, you know.
Yeah, well, he's got 12 minutes left to show up. Oh, there he is. In chat at least.
He'll be fine. Oh, he's talking. He's speaking to us. Ninja Boy will be hosting. What a day, what a day. We're going to be seeing a barter match. Friend request accepted. Ninja Boy v Lamp Man. Junior versus Pro. Wildfire versus Husky. Who will win? I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know what I can say. Like, we're gonna watch some barter gameplay. We're gonna see some Polytopia, perhaps even, maybe.
Maybe we will even see the use of some warriors.
Warriors, you think?
Yeah. It's a bit speculative, of course.
I don't know if we're actually going to see Ninja Boy show up, or like at least stream. It'd be very disappointing if he doesn't, but well, what can you do about it? Such is life.
Yeah.
Or, as they say, Sailor V. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Here we go. There's a stream.
It's happening for real. It's real. Finally, Ninja Boy's fantastic player. He's not ashamed. He's not hiding from the Russian language like some of us. Asava, another fantastic Russian Polytopia player. We saw them in this bullet tournament. Not a single lighthouse spawn, so basically what's the point? It's kind of cringe. Yeah, you might say it's fair because neither of them got it, but I just think that makes it all the more disappointing. Going to go ahead and blitz out these early turns and walk straight into his vision. That's the last thing you want to see. He's thinking, where are my villages right now? Where are my villages right now? Where are they?
Did Ninja get another spawn win?
No, not quite the case.
Oh, let's go! His first ever not spawn win of the bullet tournament.
No, we gotta root for Ninja.
Wild.
He has suggestions on? I lost to someone with suggestions? Oh my. I'm gonna retire after that. Lost to someone with suggestions.
If it's any comfort to you, this is the second time in a week that I've lost to him, because I also lost to him in Trio Trials.
Yeah.
Also a spawn win, for those wondering.
I was about to say, was that also a spawn win?
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to believe this guy has better luck than Reaper does.
That is an interesting laugh.
That one tickled Mindface.
A little bit of a delay there, but
Mindface liked that one a lot.
Yeah, well, I've been on the receiving end of that one quite a few times.
Oh, don't worry. I have two, and I'm just like Reaper.
Just
Can
keep
you
it
like
on
not
the
pay
lamp
Reaper
stream since he can see everything.
Mijuan?
Mijuan would do anything for a crisp 20. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, you.
Or am I allowed to say that on stream?
No.
I was
Probably
just kidding. That was
not.
a joke. that was a funny joke, guys. Ha ha ha. Everyone's laughing, right? Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
All right. How does Ninja Boy respond? Not just Ninja Boy, but Ninja boy.
Or as his nick is slash backslash slash space slash space slash backslash slash underscore slash slash backslash or back.
I'm pretty sure it's actually a lot more complicated with all the underscores and backslashes, but it just is messed up because those underscores and backslashes make the they do the font editing. So
I just realized that's supposed to say ninja. I always just read as a bunch of slashes, and I'm like, is this kid schizo?
What?
Does this kid just like
has
really
slashes in it? I have schizophrenia.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I did such a good job mocking up what you said, because you just said
Thank you.
Archery
Anyways,
from
yes, based archery, fantastic. Archers wonderful units on tiny maps. We all know this to be true. We've seen it throughout today. We're training everyone in this VC, everyone in this stream to become bullet champions one day. And now they know. Archers are good. Why are they good? Tiny controlled space. They give the warriors the defense bonus. They are fantastic at dealing damage in conjunction with warriors, not by themselves. And we're seeing him every game. He's doing like the same things, and it works out.
Yeah, the only game he lost was the game where he wasn't able to go archers because his space was very confined, so he didn't have safe space to make them, and he went cloaks.
And I won that one. Woo!
Yeah. So bottom line, go archers and win.
True.
Archer mean win game.
And I couldn't go archers in that Aquarion one because there's literally like no hunting stuff, and I'm like, oh, fine, I guess I'll go org.
I like the way you say org with disdain.
Because I didn't want to go org.
Well,
I wanted to go hunting.
I think it deserves the disdain.
Yeah, because it was like, oh yeah, org. And on that second village, I'm like, why is it bald? And I'm like, oh yeah, farm rates.
Well, the thing is here, look at this. 6 city map. But our lamp friend is going to have a much more difficult time grabbing his 3rd city as opposed to Ninja Boy. Ninja Boy's 3rd city like chilling out there in the south. Let's go ahead and check out what Ninja Boy's vision looks like. Check out workshop there. So yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect it to be. He's going to be able to kick him off the city for a turn. He's still got suggestions on. Much to commentators' dismay.
I hate whenever I see someone with suggestions. I'm like, why?
Turn them off now!
Yeah, he really
And this is a wildfire pro, mind you, with suggestions. May I just point that out?
Fat fine.
I don't care if I get fat fined. I'm just pointing something out.
Is it a fat fine to point out that this member of the team has suggestions on? Is that really so bad?
And also that he spawned win in almost all of his games.
Lamp, that's tragic. You should just move south. Pick up an extra 2 towers of vision. What the heck am I watching? This is 0 out of 10 gameplay. What? Oh no.
Yeah, you can hold the village here.
Anyways, just look
Yeah,
at
that's
the way
that
he
is in a good
moves
spot. Better city levels.
these units in as a wave.
mean,
He
that's what you're
recognizes
supposed to
I'm
do.
not getting a giant here. He ends up in this position. Of course, even if his opponent had a giant, look at those archers. They'd be doing decently. Not the best, but not the worst against a giant from the opponent.
Yeah. And what Lamp will do next is that he will send one of those warriors onto the forest next to the city, and it will force Ninja to make a bad trade to kill it. Which then subsequently leaves
Oh,
him
he's gonna
hurting
try
for
to
units
kick him off the
with good HP.
village for another turn. Now that rider's dead now. He left it on the rider on the forest too, so that warrior can pick up a defense bonus after killing. Yeah, no, he's not even
What
gonna
is
kick
that
him off
play?
here. Yeah, he's not gonna kick him off the village. He's getting zone controlled. The rider's
Did he
dying.
just not realize? Did the Wildfire Pro not realize how?
Whoa! Commentator bias. Commentator bias.
I'm sorry, the Wildfire Pro doesn't know about
Guys, we
archery
have
giving
0 concurrent
defense
viewers.
bonus.
We have 0 concurrent viewers now because of this. This is actually kind of sad. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think this is a VOD deleter, guys. I don't think this one's gonna survive. I think he maybe forgot he didn't have forest.
Okay,
I'm
slime mistake.
This game.
As soon as wait, so you're telling me,
It's
right?
not-
You're
it's
telling
not forgetting.
me
It's just
that as soon as
I
we don't
have
have anyone watching the
depression.
live stream, his play suffers in quality.
The fact that I lost to these two and I'm watching this game gives me depression.
Okay, so the thing is, the important thing about this, right, is that it is a best 2 of 3, except Ninja Boy for having not gone into the loser's bracket in the double elimination. He goes in already having a win, so the score is tied 1-1, best 2 of 3. Whoever wins the next game is the GMT Bullet Champion. High stakes.
Suxador.
Suxador.
My favorite. Suxador.
yeah. I think I'm gonna have to pop out of the stream here. I'll leave you two
Well,
to commentating.
I'm gonna have to go too. Bye, you
You don't
know.
want to say Wildfire Pro? You don't want to say Spawnwin?
Oh no,
I would
I'll
love
be
to, but my
yeah.
internet is just gonna cut out.
I'll stay in here for that part.
We gotta
Waiting
see the
for the next
spawns at
spawn.
least.
You're right. You're right.
All right, I'll try my. I'll stick around for the spawns.
We have a whole 1 concurrent viewer. This is crazy. We're popping off, guys.
Hold on. Let me join. Let me join.
What's up, guys?
Wow, you know what game we're watching right now?
What? The finals, right?
This is the finals. The score is tied 1-1 in the best 2 of 3 Cloud.
Hey,
Okay.
look at the concurrent viewers right now.
Next point wins. It takes a while. For
Looks
it
like
to
I joined
update,
at the
so it
right
still
time.
says 1. Exactly.
It still
exactly.
says 1.
Yeah, it takes a
One
while for it
in
to update.
there.
The second round starts at 3, right? I might play in that one.
Listen, man, you gotta understand about time zones, okay? For some
Hey,
people,
it
it's
says
already
2
time.
watching now.
It says it on YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, you know my time
3
zone,
minutes,
so
it
I'm not
says
too
1.
worried. Wow, they have really equal spawns, actually. 3 fruits, both. 2 animals, both.
Spawn win.
One person has a few more mountains,
Wildfire Pro.
Wildfire
Yeah,
Pro
we can have
spawn wins again.
One person has more mountains, but they aren't in like locations that would really block expansion, which is good.
No, I think this is spawn win.
Yeah, this is a mega spawn win.
There's like, it's a word I hate saying, but like, what else am I gonna call this?
Yeah. Ninja just keeps on getting those spawn wins. It's crazy. You know, I start to wonder who on the Mijuan team is he paying?
Oh, me.
You're on the Mijuan team?
No, I'm his contact to the Mijuan team.
Oh.
Looks like he's eyeing writing here. Is he gonna go through Warriors? Oh, he's going for a writer. Okay. He's probably trying to make a play for the center city here.
Pretty all-out move because he'll have the economy disadvantage now. Look at me being British. Advantage.
Yeah, he will have to sacrifice Ecotech since he did go writing. But if he can grab this second city, it might play out in his favor.
Why did it take him like 5 years to do that interaction?
I mean, it was pretty crazy.
It was a 2 warriors on 1 warrior interaction. What is crazy about that?
It's not something
looks
you
like
see
they're...
every day.
Oh wait, I had the people flipped. Anyways. Looks like they both went writing. Okay.
And neither of them want to have cities past level 2, you know.
Let's go.
It's gonna go aggressively onto that city. That's cool.
How
What a
is that
boy.
aggressive? He just gets
Look,
the
his
city.
rider is on the city right now, right next
Yeah,
to his
but-
opponent's warrior.
His 5
True, but-
HP warrior.
He's giving up.
Oh,
He's giving up his 5 health warrior.
Oh,
Look, you don't understand. You don't understand a goddamn thing. Like, listen here. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
Because of the order he hit in, he's keeping his rider at 10 health, so he can actually hold that city.
Absolutely. He's allowing a kill if you want, but it's all fine. Oh.
Why?
Yeah, he's doing the score flicker to score count, but he doesn't, since Maester Lamp is an older player, so he doesn't know that. You don't have to do that anymore.
Someone could tell him that, but I won't.
Yeah, someone should probably tell him that, but you know
I
what?
still
It's fine.
do it by instinct of just like, oh, I gotta flicker it. Okay. Time to give the person an epileptic seizure.
Got the whole squad laughing.
You're so funny. You're so
Hilarious.
funny. Anyways.
Cloud Red King confirm.
Oh, he did not train another unit. Interesting.
Why would he want to train another unit?
Why would he not want another unit?
Yeah, why would he not want another unit?
I mean, what is he gonna go north?
Well, he only has 2 units.
Are you
but
gonna
he
say that
needs
he's not gonna
units.
train another unit on his capital the entire game? So why not train it now?
Hmm.
He really did not want that lighthouse, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out here. In the
That's
5
okay.
minutes of
Go
watching
ahead.
this game on my
Bye-bye.
mobile data, I've lost
Ooh,
about.
pop ruin, nice.
Oh, that's great.
So
That's
he can
okay.
actually
You can
pop a
just go.
giant with just
Bye-bye
Borg
now.
now.
Have a good one.
See ya.
See ya.
The giant will be, in a sense of the word, really good for him. Quite nice. Naturally.
Yeah, he's eyeing org for the giant.
Take 10 stars for that, 6 stars for org. Wait, that's exactly how many stars he has right now.
Well,
He's got his units.
next turn, but yeah. So he didn't train any units because he wants
Yeah.
a giant next turn.
What? I mean, obviously. What? Wait. Hold up.
Did he just go farming?
What a guy. This clock has been real difficult for him. He really wanted to step on that village, and he would have been able to hold it too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's been playing a little slowly. But the good news for him is he can also pop a giant with farming for a Ninja Boy, as long as he gets both lighthouses, which he will be able to. But yeah, not moving on to that city this turn is going to hurt him. Because if Lampe trained, yeah, a rider, now he can't move on to the city. Well, he can, but he's going to be knocked off.
Just running away. We're gonna go for it? Nope. No crazy Lighthouse Explorer plays.
Yeah. Oh wait, does he need farming, hunting to get a giant in his cap as well? Yeah, he needs farming as well. So it looks like it's not super close to a giant. Looks like a difficult position. I don't really see a way out of this.
Seems like he's down on economy, down on cities, down on units. He's going to be defending from the giant attack instead of attacking with his own.
Yep.
Seems like in every conceivable way there is to be in a worse position. He is in a worse position at the moment. Very unfortunate. No, he doesn't need hunting for a giant. He can just border grove. It would cost about the
Yeah,
same,
but
though.
it would be just as expensive, if not more.
It would be 15 stars versus 10. So more expensive, yes.
Yeah.
Good thing we're math pros.
Oh.
We skipped that word.
Man, that star ruin is crazy.
I got a star ruin too? What a guy.
Yeah, Maester got a star ruin.
What an interesting fellow. Go into roads right now. Yeah.
Yep, so it looks like he's gonna use roads. Oh wow, and there's another ruin.
It's another one of the, let's say, less visible advantages of expansion, out-expanding your opponents. Of course, there's the villages, but it's also ruins. A lot of people decry the ruin RNG, saying things like, "Oh, get rid of like fishing sailing ruins on dry lands." That's just one of the things that balance out the RNG there. You're not supposed to take like a single ruin as like necessarily always 100% positive beneficial. There's always a risk that something could go wrong, which balances its value in your mind a little bit more.
Yep.
It also limits expansion from being as dominating. If it always gave you like 10 stars for a ruin, that would be crazy. Imagine adding a part to the game where someone could just out-expand their opponent and they were rewarded with like these little 10-star ruins every time they did. That would be absolutely crazy, right?
Yep, it looks like Lampe can actually make a play for every single lighthouse. There we go. Eye of God.
Let's just drop it on his capital, road in his giant, or just get stars back. Yeah. You can get stars back in another giant on that city. He's got the population of road connections. Unless that rider's on top of something, in which case he doesn't even need the road.
But yeah, I don't see a way for Ninja to really defend. Oh, wait! He did not put it on the animal. Not putting it on the animal is actually going to be a pretty big mistake right here. It's going to be...
Yeah,
if he put it on the
I
animal,
think he's
Ninja...
fine. Like, he's gonna get the giant this turn.
Yeah, but
I
if
think,
he didn't, then he would have gotten sieged for a turn before being able to giant pop, which would have been pretty bad for Ninja, considering he's only on 2 cities. It's not a fatal mistake, but
yeah, I'm not really sure it's going to do much in the direction of changing this outcome.
oh yeah.
Now, far be it from me to be cynical, but I have a feeling that this game is ending very soon.
Yep.
I just want to pick up another giant on the South City, or does he want to get some units? What a guy. What a crazy guy. He's a pop short. He's losing it. I was playing a little funny joke, by the way. Not really. Very interesting, though.
Hello.
eSpark, my goodness. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
You
Tell
know
me
what
what's
we're
happening
witnessing?
with this game.
We're witnessing the conclusion of the GMT finals. Right here. The score is all tied up. But Mr. Lamp is coming from the losers bracket. So already went into the match with a loss. He won the barter round, and now it's round 8, Luxador.
Oof.
And he's cleaning up, as you can see.
Wow. So this is the very final game, and it's Meister Lamp, right? Coming from the losers bracket. Oh, there it was. He resigned.
Yes, he had a loss to Daycloud in the Quetzali round. But yeah, it's a resignation. So now we have our GMT Bullet champion. Alright, everyone. Stick around. We'll be back in half an hour with the EST bracket, different stream. But we'll see.